Sandals and shorts, and surf, and scuba, and sand, and sailing, and soccer. San Diego, California.
Season's greetings and welcome to Two Balls and a Mic. 294 weeks in a row consecutively here from the same place, same garage, every single week.
Except episode 1.
Except episode 1, where we were not in this garage and had to move. Two Balls and a Mic lore from here on out. Speaking of lore, there seems to be some sort of curse that has befallen Mission Valley and Snapdragon Stadium because no San Diego team can win in the game of soccer, going back to San Diego State versus nobody named San Diego can win at Snapdragon Stadium. San Diego Wave on Friday, losing 2-0 to a returning Jaden Shaw. A second out of the apple for revenge game. Jaden Shaw gets her score. Esther also involved with the scoring, 2-0. And then Saturday, San Diego FC, they got a receipt in the form of a halfway goal, golazo. Right back at him, a la honors Dreyer, as he did it to them in Minnesota. Minnesota brings the purple pain, shout out Prince, into Snapdragon Stadium 3-1. Didn't look good out there. Goals, gaps, and greats. Mexico winning the Feliz Dia de la Independencia. Feliz Dia.
Viva Mexico, cabrones.
Speaking of, Mexico win the Four Nations Cup over at Front Wave Arena this last weekend in indoor soccer action, beating the U.S. by a score of 6.
I applaud anytime anything Mexico beats the US
6-3.
I don't know why.
TST tournament champions, Cesar Cerda, Charlie Gonzalez, and el Carlos
Cárdenas,
que parece a Héctor Reynoso. Won that bout and tournament. So absolutely, thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you last week. Literally, people were asking me what happened last week. The power went out. Turns out here in the village of wherever I live down south, there was a high-speed / low-speed chase that ended up in a suspect who had stolen a car, crashed into a SDG&A box locally. The whole neighborhood got completely. STG&E got to work, reconnected everything at midnight. I don't know. I was
yeah.
And then ya tienen luz. Okay. Hey guys, did the electricity come back to the house?
Those of you who don't know, Tony lives in his car.
Yeah, no, it's anyway. So that's cool.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I mean, and so the guy was held at gunpoint. Justice was served, I hope. And so that's what happened last week. That's what I did in the car. Didn't really get to talk about San Diego FC. Still got my 2-2 prediction out there. It was one goal off from what I thought, 3-1, 2-2.
Yeah.
If you want to look at it that way, for San Diego FC. But we'll talk about all of that. We also have, do you have it? You're going to do We have the Mexico jersey that we're going to go ahead and do a giveaway for here top right. So we're going to go ahead and do that here in a second through goals, gaffes, and greats. We'll talk about everything soccer in San Diego and some great things happening off the field. We are 6 weeks away from episode 300, and there's going to be really cool things happening. Hopefully coming up. It'll be fun. Cholos come to town once again. This time not to play Chivas, but they play not to play Chivas because that's the last time they were here. This time to play San Diego FC for that. So thank you for those of you who joined. It was a fun episode. My HR told me like that was the dumbest thing you could have done in a blackout was just go driving. I was like, in retrospect, probably.
Your HR.
Yeah. HR came down on that one. Anyway, all right, let's get into it. We're gonna go ahead and do a raffle for a Mexico jersey here during goals, gaffes, and greats. What do people have to do, Chiva?
By the time we end with goals, gaffes, and greats, we're gonna get started with the giveaway. To enter this giveaway during goals, gaffes, and greats, you just have to comment who is better, Chivas or America.
No wrong choice except the wrong one, but either way, you can answer whatever your thoughts are on that. Chivas or America. Clásicos happened this last week, but with that, we're going to go ahead and start it with goals, gaffes, and greats. So, for goals, gaffes, and greats this week, it's a little tough because there was one goal by a San Diego team. Unfortunately, it was for San Diego. It was off of a meaningless, just de la honra, as we call it in Spanish, just a goal of like. But here at two balls in the mic, SanDiego.Futbol, we highlight local talent. We saw CJ Fodry get goal and great of the week. You know, they're doing things abroad. When Brandon was. When he was doing his thing, I forgot his last name, Brandon Vasquez, doing his thing. But with that, we will highlight local talent who is getting it done in the name of San Diego. Some may say, "Oh, that's a preview for the gaff." If you're paying attention, you know where I'm heading over with that goal of the week stuff. But this is gap.
Unleash a counterattack off of the side volley from her hands.
Chase. This ball bounces away. Disaster for San Diego. It's a stare.
Yeah, I can see why that's the gap, Tony. Kennedy Westby has not been that same player she was at the beginning of the season. I think at this point, the team is missing Naomi Girma a little bit.
It's that again. But with that, it does bring us to Goal of the Week, courtesy of one formerly waved one, a wave rider, in a sense, surfer.
Powell. Headers in! Oh, and you believe this? It's Jamie Shaw!
This is currently goal of the week.
Yeah.
Scored by local. Yeah.
Ex-San Diego Wave player Jada Shaw celebrates on her goal on her first game after being traded to Gotham.
She doesn't look shy about being happy with her teammates. And she scored her first goal after a record-breaking deal to get her here, to get a second opportunity to stick it to San Diego. And not only that, just the dagger, which ended up being the dagger here for San Diego, 2-0.
I thought it was a gaff because of the terrible marketing. But
you saw the gaff.
And don't forget, people, make sure you comment. I changed it, Tony. Just comment your favorite club. Comment your favorite club at the end of Gold Gaffes and Greats, and we're going to do this jersey giveaway.
All right, we're going to give this Mexico jersey away. That is currently your goal of the week. Because, again,
I have a different one.
Okay, you have it?
I think it's on there, but it's the third goal for Minnesota against San Diego FC.
You know what? If we're gonna stretch it, and that was the thing, like, why the SanDiego.Futbol Gold Gaffes and Great has to be local
Yeah, that's why Shaw gets it. I mean,
It
also
happened
that
locally.
yeah, like I mean,
I pissed off some
When-
people.
when do you not put a 3-0 halftime or midfield goal up for goal of the week? We gave it to Anders Dreyer, right, when he scored that midfield goal.
Unless we were really wrong that week and something was off. All right. Goal of the week.
To time that well. The out of time is presented by Adi. We're going to have a minimum of 5 additional. Long range hit. The goalkeeper's out. That does seal it. Tremendous.
First name, Nectario. SanDiego FC Nectarios? Is that to you? That's a name. Nectarios Triantis. That's
All
probably
right.
not how you pronounce the last name, but
3-0 here.
that's my goal of the week. Sorry if that hurt some people.
Link me 619 soccer. Link me, please. See people already saying America season's greetings. Obviously, there's some people who've won giveaways through 2 balls and a mic before. We have Playback saying Chivas. Remember, give me your best, your favorite team. Edwin, and congrats to Chivas. New America is sucking. Absolutely, it sucked on a big cabra. What you don't see in the video is CJ standing still when the ball gets turned over and not turning back. A potential gaffe. Okay, SoCal Footy Life, one of the most involved people in the comment section. Let's take a look. Will this qualify? Which I'll give CJ a break. The style lends him to be out there to even begin with. The goalkeeper shouldn't, in my eyes, be that far up, but modern soccer, right? So with that, Chiba, do you think this can qualify as a gaffe for potentially CJ?
Not well. The out of time is presented by Adi. We're going to have a minimum of 5 additional. Long range hit. The goalkeeper's out.
Absolutely. There's no reason why a goalkeeper should be getting scored in midfield. And not it be their fault. There's no backing this up. There is no backing this up. If you're a goalkeeper and they score at you in midfield, it's also a gaffe.
It's the style. Okay,
And
so
the style is a fucking joke.
well, the
There's
style is putting him in first place. So I don't know what you're talking about, joke.
I mean,
I don't
Okay,
know
well,
what you're talking about, joke with that. It's a
that's
very
true.
big umbrella.
Okay, fair. But still, come on. It's not like you didn't see that he had the ball already. Like that shouldn't be the stop. You shouldn't lo agarraron mal
It was a
parado.
good shot.
It was a great shot.
It was a great shot. That's why it's SanDiego.Futbol's goal of the week. Along with Jaden Shaw in there. Yeah, I mean, it was an uncomfortable watch if you're a SanDiego FC fan out there at Snapdragon Stadium. First goal was way more on CJ. We'll get to that here in a bit as well. But for goals, gaffes, and we have a great coming up. I don't have the video. Something different for goal for great of the week is actually this last weekend. We were invited over to take part in a really cool event.
We were.
It was on Sunday in the morning, and it was a great time out there. Our buddy invited us. I think a literal superhero. Like,
Yep.
This dude is as
Friend of the pod, guest of the pod before.
kind of open it up. Talk about it.
Yeah, so we were invited by a friend of ours,
Trevor
Trevor
Flores.
Flores, being a part of Street Soccer USA, to a walk for suicide prevention. This organization has been part of the community for over 17 years already.
Mhm.
And you do a walk to remember anyone that has committed suicide before, and
It's
to always
focused on
remember them.
veterans.
Focus on veterans and people in the military and people in what's that? What's it called?
active duty
active
military.
duty, like firefighters, police department, anything like that.
So there you see Abe and Chiva right behind the stroller. You don't see me pictured because as you drink water from one of the many booths, you guys know the drill for these events, right? You know, there's a lot of tables and you show your little water bottle.
Yep, right here.
Where is it from?
Yeah, this one's from the Optum, but it's Access and Crisis line. So-
988 is a number I learned actually because of that. If you're ever in crisis, have somebody who may be in crisis or needs some resources, the number 988 is a number you can call and get some help. Yeah, look at that. So with that, a great of the week is going to be Street Soccer USA and Trevor Flores for this awesome event, inviting us out there. Again, I'm not pictured because I was smart, but not smart timing wise, because I had my baggie full of goodies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to take these back to my car. And I took them back to my car. And by that time, you guys had already taken that great picture. So
And the walk was nice. It wasn't long. I think it was what, like quarter mile?
it was
Half
it was a half mile, quarter mile around Balboa Park. It was nice and chill. I
We got
really
to
enjoyed
see
it.
like all the preparations for the trails for Halloween time.
Oh yeah, if you go take a look. If you're curious about the haunted trail setup in the morning and the daytime, it's pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
Like the security guards that are there are, they look scary. they really look scary. So shout out to Trevor Flores, and also on that note, we're part of it. This is really cool, and credit where credit's due because San Diego FC got involved with this as well. So they also made a contribution to this event, a very, very, very good link up with Street Soccer USA and San Diego FC. So again, credit where credit's due. San Diego FC in the community, shout out to them because they're getting involved. And this is not something that anybody was going to find out about anything. It's just a measure of like this clubs do very cool things in the community. Kennedy Wesley feeding people around, just again for combating hunger. So these platforms, these teams, these individuals are doing really cool things. So with that, get out there, get involved with soccer, get involved with, I don't know, locally volunteer somewhere. Go to a food distribution. Because they never give all the food away, and then they do have to throw it away because if it doesn't get cleaned, take it home.
Hey, check out the food distribution over at the Ryan Family Wine TA every other Friday. This Friday in San Diego.
Feeding San Diego.
Feeding the community.
Feeding the community.
Dude, it's such a... I get it every time I can. And, dude, they give you fruits and veggies and a bunch of really cool stuff.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good quality
This
stuff.
turned incredibly wholesome for the amount of just...
We're trying to stay positive out here.
Trying to stay positive.
Viva Mexico.
Because everything on a soccer field in Snapdragon Stadium is telling you the opposite. To give up hope because it's absolutely cursed.
We talked about potentially doing this whole episode in Spanish to celebrate Mexican Independence Day, but Tony is not very comfortable with Spanish.
Trevor here again. They SDFC they quietly funded our entry to the walk. Again, want to make sure how much we can give credit where it's due. But yeah, 100%. They funded our walk. They sponsored us to be able to do that. I'm pretty sure our significant others enjoyed a extra real estate on the bed on a Sunday morning.
I had fun. Yeah, it was cool. A nice little walk. It was nice to get some fresh air. I was pretty much sick all weekend, so I missed Wave and SDFC.
Yeah, you were sick. I'm glad you're better now.
Tested negative for COVID.
Thank God.
Ever since we had that phone call and you're like, oh, it could be that new COVID. And I was like, oh, let me test.
Isn't it crazy how you and I have gone through all of COVID just with that same shit?
Yeah.
Hey, make it.
This is the pandemic podcast, man.
I was so upset at you when the first time you got COVID.
Yeah.
I was so upset at you.
You're
Not beyond of anything like bad backs. That came in the moment we're like, no, you're like, your rectum is going to fall out your bum. Like if you get COVID, I was like, wait, we had a good thing going, dude. We were doing it here. It was fine.
That was the first time I think I ever joined virtual. Oh no, virtual when we actually had to shut down and be home.
Oh yeah.
Good
times.
Good times, yeah.
Good time. So that is Goals, Gaps, and Greats.
All right,
Again,
well, we have a little bit of people that put on their comments their favorite soccer club. Again, just write in the comments right now your favorite soccer club to enter the giveaway for this Mexico jersey. If not, we're going to start with the few people we have, which good on you because you have a better chance.
all right. And then we're going to get started here with SDFC. Going once, going twice in the comments. Any last ones? All right. Share your screen. We're going to give out this this Mexico jersey, the new Adidas Mexico jerseys that are dropping. Philippe got in there.
Do we have any last minute?
Jeremy got in there saying
Jeremy.
SDFC. All right. All right. I'm seeing these be added. Look, like, this is as real as it gets. Hey, yeah. What's that?
Playback. I think I got playback already.
The morning show, only on Apple TV.
Yeah.
All right.
Fresh Tarama.
Let me tell you right now, that is a name that came across the San Diego FC verse that I was not expecting. And it's
Yeah.
no, well, not Necaxa. Yes, Necaxa is great. No, but Krish Tarama Guarmes. Krish is a half of a old Tony, a Tony that you don't know. Tony that actually nobody knows outside of like high school. My nickname in high school used to be Fluffy. I told you that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hear a coworker say it all the time. All right. Last entries. I know people are like, "Whoa, what's this wheel?"
George, I got you. You're in there, George.
You're in there, George. You got it. All right.
All right. Well, this giveaway is brought to you and sponsored by JerseyLoco.com. Check out JerseyLoco.com, where we're gonna have a link provided so you can purchase jerseys. Look, I'm not gonna lie. If you're on a budget and you don't want to spend $100 for a jersey, for SDFC or for whatever club you support, check out Jersey Loco. It's a replica jersey. It's pretty good quality, and it's half the price of a regular jersey. Instead of dropping $110, you're gonna pay $60-$70 instead. So check out Jersey Loco. Keep an eye on our social media for a link for Jersey Loco, and then that's a way you can support us. And, well, yeah, it's kind of like a partnership or something. So yeah.
All right. We got some names. We got a wheel.
There we go.
Jersey
All right.
Loco is awesome. Look at that. SoCal Footy Life.
All right, we're gonna go. It's just whoever picks it is the winner. Ready?
Whoever's the winner. All right.
Here we go.
Go. Brought to you by Jersey Loco.
Felipe.
Senor Felipe, you are the lucky owner.
Congratulations, Mr.
Oh, you left the plastic. Felipe, you are our winner today. Congratulations. We'll link up. I'll get this to you. Don't worry. Who the other day was watching, I think, one of our post-match interviews as he was putting the San Diego Futbol on one of his faces,
Yeah.
or he had it already. Shout out to you. Gracias. That's awesome. Hey, don't worry, 619 Soccer. It's okay. If you support Jersey Loco, and as SoCal Footy Life says, they're
awesome.
flipping awesome. Check them out. Support them. Tell them San Diego Futbol sent you.
Jersey.
Legitimately trying, and I mean trying, to get to the World Cup.
Yeah.
Those lotteries,
any sort of thing like that fun.
those lotteries went out, and let me tell you, if you think you and your office, everybody got on that lottery, yeah, multiply that times 100 million.
Yeah,
Like,
it's insane.
It's insane.
It's insane. If you
Oh,
get
look.
lucky.
Positivity, George. Aw. I hope you win it next time. All right, 619
right,
Soccer, you've
yeah,
won some
Felipe.
stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and get down into the 3-1. That was rough.
By the way, before we get started with,
By the way,
Vete mucho a la madre.
what happened?
I'm
What?
very disappointed at the chat tonight.
Whoa.
Chat, I'm
What's-
disappointed at you all.
Whoa.
Not a single comment saying, "Where's Abe?"
I mean,
Chat, come on.
he is the former SanDiego.Futbol award winner, journalist of the year. That's
Yeah,
a former
he is.
journalist of the year.
Yeah.
We do.
You
for
won
those who-
that one 4 years running. You
I
got
have won that
dethroned.
one 4 years running. Absolutely. Let's not forget who the champ is. But yeah, hey, our buddy Abe Cepeda was actually there, really taking it in at Snapdragon Stadium because it's been rough out there. And we're gonna bring in our buddy and our pal, Abraham Cepeda, who is I did not. All right.
Hello. What's up? I'm
It
back.
was muted. It was muted.
I was
Not
muted.
Not muted, but the drums were muted in the background, and
Oh.
it didn't sound as cool as we know it can.
This is
and
what I
it
defend
worked
Abe
out-
for?
It worked out perfectly. Abe,
Tienes este vato cholo. Mira nomás.
Abe,
Felicidades, compa. No.
congratulations.
This is Abraham.
This is Martin.
Martín.
This,
Martín acá.
Martín.
this
Viva México.
is whoa. Now, so showing allegiances now. Wow.
Mexicano.
Abraham, hermano, ya
Eres mexicano.
All right.
I am actually Mexicano. I have a birth certificate.
Martín. Martín.
See, Philippe's wife asked, "Where's Abe?" She
Yeah.
was concerned.
I had your back, Abe.
Where are you? Like you have
Yeah, this isn't your usual setup.
A garage.
cool.
An
Excellent.
undescripted garage.
He
Cool.
said, "I don't like that garage. I'm gonna go to this garage."
Yeah.
Ah,
There's like
I'm sorry.
soundproofing stuff here too. I thought it would sound cooler, but it all sounds pretty similar.
To be fair, okay. To be
That's not
fair,
how
sorry,
it
I know
works.
we're not talking SDFC because
We are,
it was,
we are,
it was
okay, yes.
horrible. But every time Abe comes in studio,
Something happens.
or the internet goes out, and Abe always says the same thing. Says, "Man, I should have stayed home. I could have been running this."
You know who you're turning into, Abe? You ever watched
Who?
Magic School Bus?
Of course.
Arnold, the kid that's always, man, I knew I should have stayed home today, or some shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
By the way, hey, people,
to be
people
honest,
are
you do
loving your
give
fit.
Arnold energy.
I only ever watched Magic School Bus in
Honestly,
science
top-
class when-
like,
when
top
the teacher
10
wasn't feeling
most-
like it.
Top 10 most brutal deaths on screen that I've ever witnessed happened on the Magic School Bus, and it was Arnold. Dude's in
What happened?
space.
Yo, don't do it. Don't do
He like takes his helmet off. What a crazy individual. It's insane. All right.
That's what SDFC did this weekend.
Yeah, that we'd rather show Magic School Bus highlights. Anyways,
It was a good game.
it
You guys
wasn't-
didn't think it was a good game?
It was a good game.
It was a very
Depends who you ask.
entertaining game.
I had a good time. I'll find this stupid link.
Yeah, how did it come across on TV, Chiva?
Yeah,
It
you've
looked-
been
it looked-
sick, so
Yeah, it looked like SanDiego.FC had every chance to win this game. And what do we say about soccer, gentlemen? If you don't take advantage of the chances you get, you're going to live to regret it later in that game. And that's exactly what happened to SanDiego.FC. They had over 11 shots on target, 21 shots, and they couldn't score. They couldn't score, not to the very end. So that's what happens. And you have a team that defends well and reads you like a book. And we've had SanDiego.FC have a couple of losses like this before.
Yeah, definitely. But Minnesota looked like they were so prepared and confident in their play style. It was really interesting to see because I don't think you see that a lot in soccer anymore. Of just a team that's just going to sit back and defend this entire game and have like so much confidence. And like people look at the score sheet, you look at the stats, you see all this stuff. Oh, XG was this. He had this many shots. How did they not win? Minnesota wanted exactly that to happen, and it worked out perfectly for them. That's the type of team no one wants to play against in a playoff match.
So let's look at who was sent out there for SanDiego.FC. You have Dos Santos in the back, Bombino, McNair, Manu, Duah, and McVeigh in the right back spot. McVeigh has been featured as a right back earlier this season, very early actually, as soon as Willie Comado went out. Like
Because
that's
all the right backs are hurt.
because that's a player graveyard. Anybody who goes into the right back position, discard one card. All monster effects don't work for at least a turn. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference.
Can we say that at least by this point, Valakari completely took over that starting spot over Godoy, right?
Yeah, and I think that's
Yeah.
fine. Like Godoy is, I think his spot was always going to, or
grabs.
supposed to be, the guy you put in there to get a yellow card in the 75th minute because the other team is trying to attack your lead, and then that you're that physical presence. Like
Yeah, Godoy
when-
was never supposed to be a starter.
back in the
at
day when
least.
Jose Mourinho had Chelsea the first run, right? Like I despise, because I like actions and goals, Drogba, Lampard, everybody like. But as soon as John Obi Mikel made his way onto the pitch, you knew like, oh, this game's over. They're parking the bus and the game's boring. Like, no, I want more goals. But as soon as that guy went in, like they would shut down. So I think that's what Godoy is going to try to be, is this general physical guy that isn't afraid to go in and set the tone where there's already tired legs, and you can, win some challenges and move forward and still have the chance to sneak a goal in there and a shot. But yeah, Valakari for right now is there. Yepe with the captains. De La Torre returns once again. Jimmy Lozano. Hirving and Chucky Lozano on the left wing, Dreyer on the right, and the debuting 6 foot quien sabe cuánto, Pellegrino. And Abe, Tony, Chiba, how do you rate Pellegrino's performance? Asks Philippe.
What a waste of size, man. Like he did the job when it came to marking and getting some shots on target. He had a sitter and sent it straight to the goalkeeper. You can call that a great goalkeeper save, but I say that's more of a missed opportunity for Pellegrino. It wasn't terrible. It's the classic 9 position that you've been wanting and needing, but I'm not a fan. I think I'd rather see Valakari up there.
Okay. Abe, what do you think?
I very much disagree, honestly. I really liked his game just for his size alone and threat he poses inside of the box during set pieces. It can be trouble, and he was there. Like, obviously, you could say he missed that sitter. I think it was just a great goalkeeper save. And compared to the other options they have at striker, he's been the best since Milan Alaski. Like, he had, I think, against a worse goalkeeper and a defense that doesn't have so many players playing back, Pellegrino makes a lot of those shots. And it's just another wrinkle that's could be interesting to pair up with Chucky Lozano or Anders Dreyer. I thought he looked better than, like, would you rather him or Tomas Angel? Like,
Yeah.
and then Valakari in the midfield
I really liked the first half or first 35 minutes that Corey Baird gave us before he got injured.
Well, he's coming back, and
Yeah.
Corey Baird did make an appearance later in this game, but I think the one thing that Pellegrino did offer is, like, you can tell that he's been sitting on a bench in San Jose, just kind of like, wanting to get that play time. He gets an opportunity here, he gets an opportunity to start, and he wants to. He has the thing. Everybody knows that SanDiego FC is a high work rate team, so you're going to need to go ahead and play offense, defense, be the first defender, and do the dirty work. And that's that's why you get praised by Mikey Varas for being a great defending 9, Tomas Angel, but that's just the style, right?
Yeah.
Like, everybody has to go ahead and do their part. And I think that's the thing where I saw something in Pellegrino that was really different. It's a different gear, right? Like, he's hungrier than everybody else around him, because everybody else around him already got used to this style and this kind of pace. And you throw somebody in there, and it's kind of like, okay, well, is this going to work? Is he a little bit too wound up? Is he a little bit too, like, just ready to go, just a little bit too antsy? And he had opportunities, he had chances. There you see, again, we'll talk about SanDiego Wave, because, man, like, that's just been the story of SanDiego Wave, as well as touching the small box and just opportunity after opportunity not going in. And that's where, like, the soccer gods have to be questioned and just looked at. And the thing is, sometimes the ball just doesn't want to go in, and it just does not. It refuses to, almost as if it has a will of its own and decides, no, I am going to stay outside as long as you have SanDiego in your name. Even if you're the college students playing at Snapdragon Stadium, you are not going to score. That was a 0-0 game too, a couple of weeks ago. The ball just doesn't want to go in and work and do its part here for SanDiego FC or any SanDiego teams as well.
Boys, do you guys think they are reserving Marcus for playoffs? We need a 9.
I think so. That's it. But is that too late though?
I think he was just a bust. He just got injured.
I think it's just an injury season, and this entire season's kind of a wash because if you're saving him for the playoffs, you bring him back now and have him get into form, get into fitness. Like, you don't save Marcus Gvartson as a substitute. Maybe at this point, that's all he can provide, so that's what they're going to try and do. But, like, Marcus Gvartson's just injury season. I don't even think I saw him at SDFC training the other day. Like, it's just one of those injury seasons, honestly, which is unfortunate because he did show some signs of great play. But like at this point, you got to worry about the other 9 options, whether it be Corey Berry, Pellegrino, or Tomas Angel.
I mean, I don't know about Tomas Angel at this point. He's been left out of that squad.
He's going to start tomorrow, probably, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
So this is how it's going to go. Xolos versus San Diego FC. There's going to be a set piece. Tomas Angel steps up and is going to score a wonderful goal. Tasty goal. Just excellent against some 16-year-old Mexican kid. And
not what's it called either? Gil Mora, sorry.
No. Why is Gil Mora in goal? I don't know, Abe, in the situation, but you know what?
It's probably going to be JJ Corona.
Maybe actually.
He's the backup goalkeeper.
Dang, I've seen him play a couple times. What an honor. But
we're gonna see Joe Corona tomorrow.
You mean SanDiego.Futbol's former great of the week?
Yeah.
Hey, Joe.
He's probably gonna play. We did confirm with Mikey, and we'll talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, we'll throw that up here.
But there are gonna be essentially 2 teams tomorrow. There's a team that's gonna be training, focusing on the Atlanta game this weekend, and there's a team that's not gonna be at training, and their focus is on that match against Xolos.
Yeah, I mean, this Xolos game means nothing. It's outside than just a marketing responsibility and a deal that was made in a casino by Tom Penn and Jorge Cancron
and
Jr.
This game was supposed to be earlier, right?
Earlier in the season, and then you put it here because at this point there was probably nothing going on for San Diego FC because they weren't going to be in the playoff fight. Maybe they were going to get into it, and you kind of like the Alex Morgan retirement jersey game, you just kind of put it somewhere where there's going to be a lull in ticket sales here. But in any case, this is going to be part of a cool tradition. At the end of the day, Tijuana contra San Diego, it's a cross-border thing. We'll get to it, but here let's talk about.
Is it a cross-border thing if San Diego doesn't cross the border? Because that wasn't in any of the announcements. That's what I hope happens. Honestly, San Diego FC has to play a match in Tijuana, then it'll be truly cross-border.
Abe, don't you know MLS clubs don't travel to Mexico?
Yeah, that's true. But it'd be cool, man. Like
it'd be
great.
Know
how much you help just everything. You make a couple San Diego FC fans that maybe never go to Tijuana, just go experience that. I think it'd be really cool.
Rumor has it they don't go to Mexico, so they don't bring back an itch to bring relegation to MLS.
They don't have relegation right now.
They're going to. They're coming back
in 2027.
Right.
I mean, yeah, they should have called the battle at the border, Philippe. As somebody who lives mere streets from the border, that'd be pretty cool.
No, you had one that was really good.
Yeah, the Casino Cup. The Casino Cup. This was a game that was formulated again by Tom Penn, CEO, who was, I guess, tapped on the shoulder by some henchman who was like, "Hey, Jorge Cancron wants to see you." They probably went up to some room and there was like an exotic animal, a bobcat of some sorts, a peacock running amok, and a private table. And on this fateful night, it was decided that there's going to be 3 friendlies with Xolos and SDFC, and that should have been the Casino Cup. And then whoever wins it gets to house the trophy that should have been a casino chip in either Caliente or Siquan. Whoever wins. So
I will say I have made more money at Caliente than Siquan.
I've never been to Caliente.
No, remember that time you did commentary for Xolos? Like for the under 18 and under 20?
George, I actually run a little service where I go and take people into TJ safely and back. So I don't really, but I'll keep you safe.
I think there's more stabbings in America than Mexico.
I actually, fun fact, had lived in Mexico, grew up in Mexico, some incredibly,
Gnarly
questionable areas.
Yeah.
I was never in any danger. The only place I've ever been mugged was on Iris Avenue here in San Diego.
There you go.
They didn't take shit from me,
There
but
you go.
it was there.
It is weird when you're crossing the border back. You kind of feel safer on the Mexican side compared to the San Isidro side. Like as soon as you cross the border, like there's no lights everywhere. It's kind of dark. But when you're on the Mexican side, it's all lit up.
Sepia tone. Yeah.
That's not what it is.
You don't go to. It's not as bad as people make it seem to be.
But the food is better than people tell you. All right, so we're already here in the 60th minute. SanDiego FC still 0-0 against Minnesota FC. The first half, and let me just say the story of this game is the goalkeeper from Minnesota. Dane St. Clair. He was an absolute monster in the first half and legitimately
the whole game.
But especially in the first half with the consistency. There were some saves here in the second half too that I think this one was coming up. Yeah, no,
it's that way.
It's incredible what he did and to keep the ball out of his net, and Minnesota owes everything to
it's a great
St. Clair.
Save, but this is a miss, man. Like if you're a striker, you have to bury that.
Get better contact. I can see it.
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. Like I think it's Balakari standing there. He scores that.
To be honest, that's the thing. That's the thing with like big, tall strikers. Like
Peter
Peter Crouch,
it's like he had a header in the first half too.
It's like a baby horse on a frozen lake. Like
I don't know. This is the one I was talking about. The header was a great save, but this one's more of a miss.
What do you think, Abe?
Yeah, that's probably closer to a miss for sure. But like there was so many chances like that he saved too that. Like every striker is gonna miss a couple sitters at some point, and like you said, this is just one of those days where absolutely no one in San Diego could find the back of the net. Like it was just weird.
Honors visible frustration as well. You can see it building.
He started taking some poor shots near the end, right?
Yeah, no, 100%. He was just lacing it through. 28 shots in total for SDFC. I believe 11 on target. And it was just a frustrating night altogether. Because San Diego FC, for the most part, as Mikey Ibarra said in the post-match, they were the better team. But then, look, this is how Minnesota plays. You fell into their trap. You activated their trap card. Second Yu-Gi-Oh reference today. What they do is they defend well. They don't let you score. Keep the ball. And again, that's been San Diego FC's weakness the whole year. I don't need the ball. You keep the ball, San Diego FC. Because we know that you're not going to be able to figure it out when you have all the time in the world. You can only pass it around the block so many times before it's time's up. It's like a fighting game, right? Like Street Fighter. Like you can just stand there and time's up. Like, okay, punch you once, I win. Like, and that's exactly what this was. It was a one punch situation that ended up just being a complete knockout. Shout out Canelo. But it comes down with the set.
Goes for goal, and
Dos Santos doing great there. Trying to find this one. 1-0. Wow.
After
right there.
that play.
This play.
Pereira, and that one goes through, and it's in.
It's
a great set piece. A great set piece.
But there's no reason why he should be back there by himself.
There is no reason, but it's the design of the play, right?
Yeah.
You have a great run that you're. Let's see if we can slow it down here. With us, you can see how the defender gets pulled. There's Dreyer in the back, and then who is that? Then Torre gets pulled all the way into the middle. Nobody touches the ball.
Yeah,
it just gets to him.
Guy right there, or even play it back one more time.
I'll say it right here.
A little bit, one more time. A little bit back. I just want to see something.
You just want to see him celebrate? Hey, we did it. I'm trying to see.
Nobody was marking him from the start.
Well, from
Like,
the beginning,
it was
beginning,
supposed to be
yeah,
Vallecari
from the
and-
moment that the ball gets kicked, nobody's marking him because of the really good run. Creates a chaos, bounces in. Luca de la Torre is
Yeah,
that La
this is
Torre?
this is textbook
That's not
like
yeah.
set piece in my opinion. Like you have a bunch of people crash towards the front. Everyone tries to get their attention there, and then one guy hides in the back, is standing in the perfect spot to just head it down. Like that was like just completely textbook perfect set piece. Like that's everything that they want. And Vallecari, yeah, probably should be marking someone there. Like the ball going through his feet is kind of crazy, but this is what Minnesota does, man. They're so ready for it, and like CJ Dos Santos, rightfully upset in my opinion. Like someone's
because-
he's got to be marking someone, and then also just like you've been playing well this entire time, and like Dos Santos has really nothing he can do there.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's rightfully upset, right? There's no reason when a corner is that low that the other team should be getting to it first. Like, there's absolutely no reason. I think, I don't know if people are saying that that first goal is more on CJ than that last goal.
No.
I have to disagree. I mean, it's a great header at the end of the day. Like, props to Minnesota. Like, the play worked out, and that's why you practice them. And those bounce shots, Tony, you can attest to that as a goalkeeper. Those are hard stops.
All right, let's blame the old goalkeeper game, huh?
That's a hard stop.
That is a full stretch. That is a difficult. That's your again. The technique as a scorer in a corner is to head it down.
Yes, I get it. The play before this was the free kick that bounces off his chest. You move on from that. Hey, tranquilo.
Head it down.
You move on from that mistake, I guess, but you can't. You never
Well,
know
you
what's
don't.
gonna happen.
You don't move on because it clearly lived rent free in San Diego FC's mind for the next couple of minutes, because literally as they were dominating the entire game, you can visibly see the frustration here by SDFC. Yeah, but you good, Abe? All right.
Someone's car is. Never mind. Okay, I'm good now.
Okay. All good. Weird shit happens when you're not here either. San Diego FC immediately after the tantrum, which, by the way, yeah, there's a tantrum. Goalkeepers will do tantrums even when it's their fault. Don't worry. That's just the part of the fun. Immediately after.
We have 2 over. Harvey making the run forward. Harvey cuts inside on the left foot. 2-0.
I think the kids call that Bombino got cooked.
Everybody got absolutely mixed up.
Look, defenders are not always going to be winning every standoff against everyone. This is a great freaking goal.
Yeah, it's a fantastic goal, right?
It's a great play. It's a great counterattack. It's a great cut in. It's a great shot. This is una jugada futbolera, and it's like written to perfection.
You can argue. I don't know who's going to argue. At this moment, let's see a little bit more energy on defense in transition.
Jeppe was gassed at this
They were
point.
gassed.
McVeigh was gassed at this
Jeppe
point.
was moved back.
Mikey Varas
almost.
took forever to make subs in this game. And quite honestly, Abe, I think we were talking about it. Like, Mikey got a coach that night.
Yeah, like Minnesota's game plan was absolutely perfect. Like, yeah, wear him down, let him come attack you, keep running, and then pick your moments. Wait till the 70th minute. You still have so much energy because you've been sitting back the entire game, and then like it's really hard to be like this perfect in the limited chances you had. Like they had such few chances, and then you take a couple shots right here. Like Minnesota's a dangerous team.
Yeah, there's a reason right now they're second on the West.
How was that not goal of the week? Honestly, because San Diego FC was poor.
And I like the third goal better.
And,
I like
and,
I like
and-
a midfield shot, not gonna lie.
Yeah, and it was a really good shot. It was a really good transition play. You know, Minnesota just hit the 1-2 and eventually the 3. Yeah, everybody was absolutely mixed up. There was just scrambling everywhere. Not a good look for San Diego FC in this moment. But again, that's honestly what I expected most of the season to be. Like that game was what I expected at Minnesota
I get what you
United
mean.
versus San Diego FC in September to look like. Not that they were fighting 1-2 in the West, no, but the play style lends itself to these moments. The play style is getting fixed and adjusted. And the thing about it is that you're starting to see teams later in the season who are more comfortable with the wait and see approach. And that's honestly how you win tournaments. Because if you think about it, the way MLS is set up is weird because you can get a supporter shield by winning by getting the most points, being number one in the whole country. Great. But how you win MLS Cup is by entering then into the playoffs, the playoff bracket, which is a tournament. The playoffs is literally, quote unquote, a tournament that decides the season. The season is what you play to be allowed into the tournament. From then on, it's like any other tournament, the Euros, it's like anything. There's a strategy to winning these tournaments. You see it across it in international play. You see it in different ways. They're more defensive. They're more cautious. They're more patient with their defending because they're going to want to go ahead and counterattack. I remember what was it, a couple Euros ago, not this last one, the one before, when Portugal won the Euros. Portugal cruised the entire way with ties, and then boom, they kept winning in penalties. They kept wearing you down. That's a play style. Minnesota United has that play style. There are other teams that are a little bit more offensive, but are able to just go down and adjust with their play style and say, let's go ahead and tone it down a gear. Let's just wait, be patient, let them run. They'll make the mistakes. We'll get the ball, and then we'll score. We just have to be clinical when we have the chances, and that's what San Diego FC faced against Minnesota United, which is a really, really, really good team.
I mean, you nailed it right there. Like, is there even anything we should follow up with? It's going to be interesting to see what San Diego does to come back.
And look at that. The ball just isn't going in. Like, this at least hits the post, any other day. Great turn, great technique, but it just wasn't happening. And the Siquan band of the Kumeyaay Nation, you may want to sage this land that once and should still belong to you and the people who originally inhabited this area. But yeah, this needs a cleaning, saging, a something because it's not working over at Snapdragon Stadium.
They did that at the beginning of the season, right?
They did it. Yeah. And hey,
time for another one.
We got, what was it? Where are we? Match day like 20 something. Like that's how long a saging lasts.
Yeah.
All right. We're finding some science out. All right. Then again, San Diego FC tried. They kept coming in, and you even at 2-1, I was like, there's a chance. If they score one,
you predicted
I had 2-2
draw.
I had 2-2, but
Yeah, and Santos had to time that well. The added time is presented by Audi. We're going to have a minimum of 5 additional. Long range hit. The goalkeeper's out.
Yeah.
I mean, how much you want to say about, maybe again, the tired legs that are happening in midfield to let this ball out, right? You're trying to move forward. Here, you're usually silky smooth with it. You either pass it back. Exactly. That pass is a little ahead. Maybe, Guinness, Balacari?
Yeah.
Should have been a little bit more ready to receive that ball or just receive it and trap it because there was no one near you. He kind of stays there, freezes, doesn't go back and try to retrieve it because he's absolutely exhausted. And then, I mean, just absolutely stunning. Like, they were looking for this. Minnesota was looking for this moment for sure. In the wrestling biz, this is called a receipt. If I hit you too hard, then you're going to give me a receipt back, and you're going to get yours in. So this is exactly what it was, a poetic justice in a lot of ways, babe.
Definitely, yeah. And I remember at the beginning of the season, CJ Santos had one of those saves where he was running back and had to like jump in the air and punch it away. Like that's so rare, and thing like this was bound to happen. It's the MLS. If this didn't happen, then like it wouldn't have been the MLS. Like, I think it's hilarious to see because these type of like goals leave MLS circles to more international soccer audiences, and they see this and they're like, "Yep, MLS."
That's what you expect of a nation that calls it soccer.
That's why it's impressive whenever
it's call it soccer, man. I don't get why people hate calling it soccer.
Yeah, it was actually originally called soccer.
I know we're San Diego.
No, you laughed. No, it was actually really called soccer first. association soccer. Like it was, yeah, like cero pedo.
Okay.
Oh, dude, get your facts straight, sir. SanDiego comes back,
Amongst the
tries
criticism from
to whimper,
Canada fans. Delivered a great performance here as well. The header on target. Now he's
and I guess let it be your captain. You know, the captain always goes down with a ship, and call this the Titanic because that went down south pretty quickly.
Is it weird that the stadium still like does all the pyro and stuff after they scored at this moment?
The pyro startled me. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting it because it was pretty sad. Just the atmosphere at
You
that
think
point.
you would just start packing early?
Like it was noche.
Like half the stadium had left already by this point.
Yeah, no.
When it went 3-0, a lot of people were walking out of their seats.
Hey, you know what? Let me do a retroactive grade of the week. Those ingress and egress signs to get out of Snapdragon quickly worked marvelously because by this point everybody had already dipped from Snapdragon and everybody was home. And then Yepa scored. So congratulations on having a great system for exiting the stadium in these times. So is this just bad luck?
Jeremiah from Love Island was not bad luck, right? Jeremiah was probably the best dude on Love Island this last season.
You watched that?
Yeah.
Is that a you watch that or that it's what's on the community devices?
Let's watch it. You sit down, you watch, and you're like invested in it, and you're like, oh, I guess.
So
I'll
you
just
watch
watch
it. It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm not ashamed of it.
There's no such thing as
You know
guilty
what?
pleasures. There's just pleasures.
Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise has been horrible lately, so we had to get a change of something. You know, Dancing with the Stars starts tomorrow.
You really watch these?
And she's gonna wait till Wednesday because I'm gonna be at the SDFC Cholos game. They're gonna wait for me to watch it Wednesday. Season premiere, Dancing with the Stars.
I'm
It's a great show.
I'm baffled. I mean, I like
this show is huge right now, Tony. Like I watched it a
know
couple
Love
times
Island.
just because of how much. Like my sister and my girlfriend are just talking about it all the time, so I'm hearing about it all the time too. So I pretty much I actually knew that guy too.
Yeah,
it's okay to watch shows like you watch soccer, man.
the
They're both
San Diego
equally dumb.
legend, the guy that
watch
studies
wrestling.
at the club at the bar, wasn't also there. Have you not seen? You don't keep up with TikTok and videos.
No.
This guy went viral.
The only
for
person that
being
matters
at PV Shore
online.
Club,
Okay.
studying while being at the bar and vibing while studying.
Okay. Good on him.
Went viral. They invited him. It was
The
every
person
frontera.
recording that should have been the one record. I know exactly who you're talking about, actually.
Yeah.
Because that was so odd. I saw it across. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like I didn't understand that actually. But you know what? Now that you explain it, that's pretty millennial.
Juan Mata was there too.
Juan Mata was there.
Manchester
actually,
United legend.
Chelsea
Juan Mata.
legend, Champions League winner with Chelsea in 2012. even though
Premier
he
League
missed
winner with Manchester United.
the Champions League.
You want to hear something funny that happened, Chiva, with Tony and Juan Mata?
What happened with Tony and Juan Mata?
That's all.
Tony has
So-
a picture with Juan Mata.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, I don't know if you code switch very much, Chiva, but Tony was caught doing
did not.
Yes,
I rebuke. You are wrong.
Please
You
explain.
just-
I made a Juan Mata video on there. Could you airdrop it or?
I can
get it ready.
share it.
So
Yeah.
we're doing the post game press conference. We talked to Yepe. We talked to it was Luca, right? Yeah, we talked to Luca. We talked to Yepe,
Yeah.
and then we talked to Mikey. It's good conversations. Then they asked like, "Oh, we saw Juan Mata here. Can we talk to him?" And then PR person goes back, finds him. Yeah, sure. Okay. Wait a little while. We talked to Juan Mata. Tony asked a couple good questions. He talks about why he wanted to invest in San Diego FC. He talks a little bit in Spanish and stuff. Finishes the press conference. I'm sure we'll show a little bit here. Tony, do you want to let him talk first and then say what you
Yeah,
did?
let's hear because again we'll hear from head coach Mikey Varas here in a bit and from Luca de la Torre as well. But this is the owner of a part owner, investor of San Diego FC, which you will notice is a phone recording because the camera died because we weren't expecting him.
Tony was not great on the camera this weekend.
As happens when you take a sick day.
Yeah, actually.
The way they develop kids, not only thinking about how good they are as players, but also first and foremost as human beings. I think that's something that is missed in the industry of football, and Right to Dream is doing a fantastic job. So I got to know them many years ago through also our movement Common Goal, which we are trying to have positive impact in so many people's lives in the sport that we love. And I just thought it was a natural connection between how I see football on and off the pitch and Right to Dream. So for me to be here today is really nice. It's my first game. I'm sorry I brought a bit of bad luck, but it's nice to see how the team is playing, how they normally always deserve to win the games, playing attacking football, trying to never compromise the idea. So I feel proud to be part of this project, and I'm looking forward to be even more involved in the future.
And then what do you think about that MLS style of football, the product that you see here in North America, maybe compared to what you see in Europe? What are your thoughts on MLS here?
I think it has grown so much over the last 10, 15 years, and we are seeing higher standards, higher level of the performances of teams. And I think the sport is growing so much in the country. We have, of course, one of the best players in history with Messi in the league, and also with franchises like SanDiego, which are bringing value to the league. The Club World Cup was here, the World Cup is coming. I think it's a great time to be here in terms of football, about soccer. And so that's why I think this project with SanDiego is very good now, but it can only get better for the future.
That was Juan Mata, guys.
That was
Juan Mata, two-time guest on SanDiego.Futbol. It's 2 balls and a mic. Hey, you talk about franchises and sports taking ownership and responsibility for losses. You heard it there from Juan Mata himself. He brought the bad luck, and he apologizes to the people of San Diego for being the reason why.
Juan Mata's fault.
It was Juan Mata's fault. And now that he's gone, maybe he took it with him, because again, I'm still pretty crazy. Tony T has an Abe. Could San Diego FC give European team competition a competitive match? Technically, FC Northland is a European team, so that'd be a pretty. That's actually a friendly I want to see. Give me 2-3 years from now, once San Diego FC established and stuff, and start giving me FC Northland, San Diego FC friendlies. I'd like to see how that pans out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Anyway,
like, for all the Danish guys too, like in Denmark, like they should go do a Europe. I know the European teams come to America for their preseason, and maybe San Diego FC should go to Europe.
Yeah, go train in the snow for a little bit, because there's no snow here, right? Like, go do a rocky training montage with your entire team out there. That'd be dope. Yeah. It's literally under 20 team, and guess what? There's some of the best prospects and youngest team. Anyway, Juan Mata ended his talkity talk right there, and he said, "Thank you." I said, "Hey, thank you for all the great memories in my FIFA Ultimate Team. I had you in FIFA 14 as a actually, that's right. Not that one at all. I had you as a right mid in Chelsea Team of the Week. You scored some bangers for me. You also, sorry for you missing the 2012 Champions League final penalty against Bayern Munich, but you were the assists for Didier Drogba to tie it. So thank you for that. No, I didn't say that.
Last time you talked to Juan Mata was last year.
Oh yeah, that was. Look at that. That was Juan Mata. So we go back.
Yeah.
But anyways, after the press conference, he's like, "Okay, thank you guys." Tony out of nowhere just goes "gracias" because he'd been talking in Spanish, and obviously Juan Mata has a different accent. So Tony out of nowhere just pulls out the "gracias."
Enhorabuena.
Out of nowhere. I was just like, I was so taken aback by it. Because, like, Amod sometimes he can talk a little bit like that because he lived in Spain.
No, he doesn't
Yanane is
get
from
gas.
Colombia, so she
Yes.
has a different accent.
She
But
gets
Tony
gas.
straight up, like, completely forgot his Mexican side. Just went gracias.
Gracias. Oye, gracias. Gracias, señor Mata. Enhorabuena.
Y te vio y te
Provecho.
dijo, este hombre.
Este hombre queréis algo bueno. No, actually,
Ah,
a shout out to Coque Vegas to Juan Mata by Emor Villa. Emor was asking him, like the only Spanish goalkeeper that's ever been in this is Coque Vegas. Do you ever see like
in San Diego.
just in MLS or in the United
Yeah.
States? So shout out to Coque Vegas, I guess. Yeah, no, it was the Mike. It was the Mike Tyson lift. Just kind of possessed me.
Broke my back.
What's going on in this episode?
Yeah, I agree.
Final.
You double down. All right, let's hear from after this disgusting.
By the way, everyone got the prediction wrong for this.
Everybody got the prediction wrong. We're fine. Luca Torre, he's good to the point, succinct. Tell us what happened.
Answer in English first, and then I'll answer in Spanish at the end. If you want to start again, please.
Thank you for your time, Luca. Could you just take me through a difficult match, generating 28 shots for your side, but not ending up on the winning side? Could you take me through this match and the difficulties in breaking down this team defensively?
Yeah, obviously in the first half, I think we played really well. Created more, we're on top of them the whole time. At the end of the day, it came down just to the details in the boxes. But for us, we continue to believe in the way that we play, and we generate more XG. We just need to be a little bit better in those moments.
And there's a sharp contrast in victories away from Snapdragon as it is from home. Is there any difference in playing away with this team than it is here at home? And what can you say to the people who are just looking at the result and saying, well, it's not happening here at home, but it is away?
Just to stick with us. I believe in this group, I believe in the players, and the results are going to come like they have come today.
Any other English questions?
Hey Luca, thank you for the time. Could you speak a little bit to, is there a lot of frustration in the locker room after a match like this where you feel like you perform really well and are dominant but aren't able to get the result?
Yeah, a huge amount of frustration. We want to win. We play the way that we play because we believe it gives us a better chance of winning. And when we're not able to finish the chances, it really hurts.
How do you maintain the mentality of trying to play that you guys want to play, even though you're not getting that result?
Yeah, it's just to keep on focusing on the details, to take the positives, and to try to extend that first half performance to 90 minutes.
Abe, good job pressing. That was a full-on press. I see you're working yourselves out. I'm gonna give you praise out here. You let me know when you're ready to go. Pressing, like, hey, no, like you're frustrated. How are you gonna deal with this? How are you gonna work this out? And Luca kind of defaults back to his to the Mikey Vada isms of just we're gonna focus on ourselves and our play style. And Abe, what was that about?
I think this just came from because I asked the frustration question because I asked the same question to Kira Carusa the night before because I thought that was interesting because like Wave's performance was a lot worse than San Diego's FC's, but like it's kind of a similar thing. It's like you're playing well, you're doing exactly what you want to do. Are you frustrated? And he's like, yeah, we're frustrated, but we're going to keep at it. And like at a certain point, you got to ask, it's like, are you going to change anything? And I think both teams would say no, they're not going to change anything, and that's commendable. Probably, I think. I go back and forth on it.
You asked that.
What do you guys think? Like, usually it's pretty commendable. Like, you gotta trust, especially if you're playing this like Moneyball style. You gotta trust exactly how you play.
You live by it and you die by it, and I think that's where the consistency aspect has been. True for SDFC, where fortunately for Mikey and company, they've been able to have good results to back up that playing style, and they don't have to excuse the playing style as often as they get to praise it because they're doing so well, right? If this team was battling or just in the bottom and fighting against Houston, and which is still fighting again for playoffs, and Portland, and just those teams that are kind of in that will they, won't they finish 8, 9, 7 in the West, then I think those questions are going to be asked a little bit more. And the answer is what you got, Abe, is, the Mikey Varasism of we're going to focus on our play style. We got to really look inwards, and, I will worry about ourselves.
I feel like we only talk to Luca de la Torre when they lose, unfortunately. Is that just me? Like he's always kind of short and just like, yep.
I think if he scored a hat trick, he'd answer it the same way.
I think it's interesting looking at the table that on the East, there's already 4 teams that are eliminated, including Atlanta, who SanDiego FC face next for
not
next
playing
weekend.
well.
And on the West, everyone still mathematically has a chance. Even LA Galaxy, they're I think 15 points, 14 points behind San Jose, and with the games they have left, if they win out, they still technically have a shot. I think next week we'll officially start seeing more teams eliminated on the West, but I just thought that a little bit interesting.
Yeah, no, that's that's where the West is. It's a little bit more competitive this year for SanDiego FC's first year. The West seems to be where it's at. You have really good teams. You got teams that are not really fulfilled their full potential. Also, shout out, give it to our buddy Esteban. Glad to see your face is made a recovery.
That's Brandon, not Esteban.
Excuse me, Brandon.
Come on.
Brandon. Sorry. I don't just. It's they're buddies. You know why? That's why he was the goalkeeper. Brandon was getting scored on by Luca de la Torre. But yeah, check out his content here on his channel, Brandon.ELSD.
Check out Baller Crew. Wow.
Check out Baller Crew. Check out everything that the boys are doing. And he's actually, he's like, Philip over here says, I have a fact that I can predict all the answers of SDFC interviews. Tells me that they all bought into the right to dream philosophy. Yeah, that's the media training, and that's what it is. Now, if you really want to get good at post-match interviews, follow Two Balls in the Mic for this type of content. This is the games that we play. The 3 of us play during any single match. Who are they going to give us? It's a little bit more interesting for Wave sometimes, because it's like whoever gets the least amount of playtime or has the most
irrelevant player
for that match. Hey, well, they'll throw her out there. Hey, the team lost 6-0. Throw Kristen McNabb out there. It was Savannah McCaskill. Throw Savannah McCaskill and the old McCaskill McNabb combo. The McCombo out there for post match. So for SDFC is maybe Luca.
It's interesting. Sometimes they even ask us, "Is there anyone else, or who would you guys want to hear from tonight?"
I probably would have asked for Pellegrino.
Yeah,
because I think his perspective on joining the team would have been interesting. Everyone else probably would have given the same answer as Luca.
Pellegrino,
but you wouldn't have a
talk to us about the competition on the number 9 spot. What a competition.
Dang. Or it's number 90, so there's a 9 in there.
Yeah. Angel also has a 9.
Dang, Brandon's going to be at the ATL game.
Ooh.
What do you mean? Ooh.
No, like, ooh, cool.
Oh, okay. I thought you were oohing.
Atlanta United has among the best atmospheres in MLS.
Even when they suck and are officially eliminated from playoff contention. Atlanta United this weekend was losing 5-0 against Columbus Crew, and then managed to almost come back and lost the game 5-4. So
they got life.
Yeah, they got excited for a little bit. SanDiego FC is playing 2 games this week. They're playing tomorrow against Cholos de Tijuana.
The Baja Cup,
and it's gonna be. I'm sorry to tell you guys, it's gonna be rotational players. Chucky's not going to be there. Dreyer's not going to be there. It'll be interesting if maybe part of that partnership is like, oh, Chucky has to play or something like that. I doubt it. Mikey did let us know today that it's going to be two different squads. One's going to be a training focusing for the game. One's going to be focusing on the Cholos game. He pretty much said that most importantly is training with that squad over this game.
Let's hear Mikey Varas as he previews the Baja Cup.
Could you just talk me through the process in preparing for this game, an exhibition while in second place for Supporters League and everything going on with the league itself? How is this beneficial moving forward for the league?
Wait, hold on, Mike. I think your computer.
But Yeah, our goal is to set intentions for this week in terms of having to bounce back performance away to Atlanta, and then of course we have to prepare the Cholos game in between that. So we've talked about how it's important that everybody's on the same page in terms of what's happening this week, because it's going to be a bit of a double mission, right? And so today was about getting some guys recovered while also preparing the Cholos game. Tomorrow is there will be a group of players that play the Cholos game, while another group of players has training and starts to prepare the Atlanta game. And then it's about resetting after both of those things, and coming in on Thursday, reuniting the group fully, and getting 2 really sharp days of preparation going into Atlanta. So taking all those things into equation and recognizing how important Tuesday is in terms of making our squad bigger and giving some guys some playing time, while also making sure that we're taking the steps necessary to get ready for Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mikey Varas.
Oh, where's Abe?
We also got to ask in Spanish, just, what this type of game means. And I did ask him about his thoughts on Gilberto Mora, just because I was curious. This team is all about playing the youth and, giving those players opportunities. And really one of the main clubs that's doing that this season is Cholos, with Gil Mora being probably their best player.
So do you think for the first time ever, 2 former SanDiego.Futbol greats of the week can be playing against each other for the first time ever, with Duran Free and Joe Corona?
I think that's a strong possibility.
Wow. What an absolute I think that's why he's stayed at Cholos. It's just for the honor to say, hey, 2 at Snapdragon? Dang. The last time those 2 were in a match together was against Borussia Dortmund. SanDiego Loyal versus Borussia Dortmund.
We're going to need to see a picture of them together after the game.
Gracias.
2 San Diego Loyal legends playing at Snapdragon Stadium.
Once again, in front of a handful more people. But yeah, that's Mikey Varas previewing. There wasn't any player previews. It was just Mikey Varas for availability for this match upcoming. But with that, we can just say that, look, it's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. I hope it's a healthy rivalry. I think you have a little bit of insight because, again,
I was asked not to share that insight live.
Really?
I was asked. That was the one
your
favor.
Source?
That was the one favor to get any type of info, was asked to please don't share.
Wow.
Yeah.
I cannot believe for the first time.
Yeah.
We have a scoop,
and I'm going to honor it.
And you're going to, I mean, not for the first time we're going to honor it. We always honor it. But for the first time, you're just going to, I heard something cool. When somebody compliments you, and I don't like compliments, compliment me. Go.
Hey, you look handsome today.
Oh, man, I wasn't fishing for that compliment, but I'll reel it in. This is stupid. Anyway, SanDiego FC, again, they are in the playoffs. What more do you want?
I saw a comment saying nobody got injured for this match either.
Correct.
I am curious because Mikey said, we're going to regroup on Thursday. It does say right here that they're going to train Wednesday. Maybe those players that play the game will kind of have day off the day after. I don't know. But it looks like they'll still have Wednesday, Thursday to regroup, and then Friday they're going to train in Atlanta, so they'll get to also practice before that game on Saturday. So
that's a shame.
Currently, they're still sitting in first place. On the West, they're 1 point behind Philadelphia Union because they lost 7-0 against Vancouver. The downside is Vancouver and Minnesota now kind of catch up on points, and Vancouver has 2 games in hand, and you're only 4 points ahead of them. So technically speaking, Vancouver can surpass SanDiego FC for that spot right now.
And talk about an absolute dog walking. Vancouver dog walked all over Philadelphia. 7-0. Incredible scenes out there. Thomas Mueller, a hat trick
on his birthday.
On his birthday, Thomas Mueller's pretty good. Still couldn't beat Juan Mata.
I mean, two of
in
them
the
were
2012
penalties.
Champions League.
Two of them were penalties.
So excuse me?
Or were all three penalties?
Excuse me?
I watched the
Alex
first
Morgan's number got retired temporarily. Only when Wave is playing because they take the banner off, by the way. If you guys were playing and catching up, they retired a jersey temporarily only when that team is playing because the stadium / SDFC, we're finding out who, just has it removed. Or Wave just removes it on their own because it's in a very unseen part of the stadium where they hang the trapo.
But yeah, so I mean, not much to expect for the game tomorrow. Is going to be rotational players. I would be surprised if we see even like Chucky or Dreyer and anywhere on that team against Cholos. And I can expect the same from Tijuana, right? Like they're not going to bring Mora. They're not going to maybe on the bench, but it'd be really cool. Not going to lie. Shout out Joe Corona.
Shout out Joe Corona
who
Instagram. Just joined on Instagram. Shout out Joe, former SanDiego.
See you tomorrow, pal.
He saw. Oh man, SanDiego.Futbol is great of the week. Oh man,
he's like, they're still on that. But I will be honest. It'd be really cool if Gil Mora's on the bench and somehow he does get some minutes.
Yeah,
tomorrow that would be so cool to watch. But then on Saturday play Atlanta United. Abe is off right now because he is doing an errand. But he will let us know what his prediction is. Tony, what is your prediction for the Atlanta game? I wrote mine in already.
See, this is where SanDiego FC has done very well too. Is that whenever they get their shit kicked, is that they are actually really good at recovering and bouncing back. What better than a bounce back game? What better than a bounce back game than to have a hit against a pitiful team that's already not pitiful, but just non-playoff contender. 3-1 SanDiego FC. What'd you pick?
A put 2-0. I put 3-0 San Diego.
Okay, so
I think we're all like on the same.
Okay, so SanDiego FC wins.
I can see Atlanta getting on the score. I mean, they have Miguel Almiron back this season. He's always a dangerous player. But I think San Diego comes back. I think they break the record for most consecutive away wins in MLS, or tied for like the record with this one, making it 9, I believe.
They can also still tie and or equal LAFC's most points accumulated by an inaugural team this season.
Yeah,
so they're still.
I think this team is a team that likes to break records. So I can see them continuing that, and then Atlanta's not the strongest team. This could also just be a trap game for SanDiego FC, and they potentially lose to Atlanta. But I like to think we hardly see SanDiego FC have back-to-back awful games. Last time we saw them have like consecutive awful performances, where it was on that like 3-game losing streak early in the season.
Yeah.
So I think we all agree that they're due for a bounce back right now.
All right. So looking at the comment here, actually by the Real Swinging Friar, will it be shown, streamed, or televised? I don't believe so. Looking at the Media Blast, Baca Cup, Snapdragon Stadium, SanDiego FC English Radio will have Adrian Garcia Marquez play-by-play along with Darren Smith, as they have been doing great all year, along with the Spanish radio 2DN 1700, Ricardo Poni and Brandon Ambris, who also have been doing a great job, along with Amor Villa. Here locally, it doesn't seem like there's going to be any sort of stream, which is a missed opportunity. Like, legitimately, if they asked us, we can bring our SanDiego Inter UPSL setup and stream it. And
I will say Brandon and Pony usually end up posting this also on their YouTube. They've done it before where they kind of stream.
So check out
the game.
Check out 2DN. Not too many people because I don't want them to get canceled. But check out their stream. That's a 2DN Pony Jimenez, Pony Jimenez. I spelled the easy part out. And Brandon Ambris. That's the voices that you hear on the goal celebration. Goal for SDFC. That's them. Corey Baird needs to start. We'll see if Baird makes an appearance. We'll see if Tomas Angel makes an appearance. But that's part one of the curse of the dragon that needs to be snapped in Mission Valley. Some good positivity here. 3-1 SDFC. What about tomorrow? Should we do anything tomorrow? Just for tomorrow's game? Anything special? An extra point? Bonus point?
I mean, I'm always down for extra points, but you guys didn't want to do it for Leagues Cup.
Leagues Cup is different. That's a whole tournament. This is just like one off.
This is a friendly.
Is it a friendly?
We didn't do anything for America.
Abe is shaking his head.
But
Says
this is
no.
the Baja Cup.
This is the Baja Cup.
Abe is saying no. It has to be unanimous, and doesn't. It's gonna be.
What about a side bet?
Like what?
Chat. What should the side bet be?
What do you want to bet 2 points?
Like, oh, we're like putting,
you and me.
We're like
You wanna
putting on
bet
the
2
line
points?
points. We're gambling our points
Yeah,
now.
I think you like that.
Because
Abe,
again,
do you wanna join in on this? I know you're a gambling freak, Abe.
While you were,
you want in on this? Abe?
he's putting himself in there.
I'm not a gambling freak. I will not be betting on this game at all. There's so much variance and things that could happen. It would be insane to bet on this game. But I do think you could do something like, if you, that's true actually, but no,
Get a gambling freak.
You're a gambling freak, man. All right.
No,
Anyways, yeah, you. How much did you win at Caliente?
What was it, like $300-400?
One of the greatest adventures in Two Balls in Mike history was when I was asked to do commentary in Caliente Stadium, like in the actual booth in the stadium for a under 20 and under 17 game.
And the thing is, I went with Tony
He went with
early
me.
because we were credentialed to cover that Cholos game at night.
Mhm.
So we made a whole day out of it. And while Tony's doing commentary for the under 20 and under 18, which by the way, it's the best story probably Tony can talk about, because the other person doing commentary with him was late because they went to get Carl's Jr. right before that game.
And then they started the second game and they were like, the guy in the booth, the actual stadium, like I'm looking at the Caliente Stadium in the actual booth doing commentary alone. The game's about to start and I'm freaking out. I'm like, where are these guys? And then I hear a knock on the glass next to me. It's the camera guys going like, starts counting me down 5, 4, and I'm like, oh no. Put the cans on. I'm just like, hola, ¿qué tal?
I was in there with him and I was like, do you want me to jump in? Do I help you with it? And he's like he laser focused, started looking up players' names. While all this was happening, I said, okay, I te guacho. I'm going to go to the casino, and came back and said, "Wey, gané como $400."
Yeah, it was a Bengals Raiders playoff game that we ended
Yeah,
up
it
watching
was.
on what ended up being the second largest screen in Latin America at Cholos Caliente.
Was that Rams Super Bowl win here?
Probably.
So, yeah.
Anyways, what if we bet like, oh, you have to walk this many miles with Chiva?
Okay,
For
I like that. With Chiva. Yep.
With the loser. What?
With Chiva.
I still have a chance. I'm 2 points behind. I like this whole betting points.
Because here's the thing.
I'm
You
gonna
can bet points if you
By
want.
the way, whoever loses this more than likely will have a fire truck.
So we actually our buddy Trevor, in this walk, in this stroll, we were strolling.
Hey,
we
don't want to put them on blast.
If things comes out and materializes, some really cool things will happen as one of us walks through the city of Chula Vista.
Yeah, we haven't decided if it's going to be at the end of this season, the beginning of next season. Probably leaning
decided.
towards beginning of next season, right?
It was decided. You had your stick and you were running.
you were literally
like,
running on a walk.
and you're like, do you
disrespectful if you
do you
ask me,
even
but-
care about veterans, bro?
Yeah.
You were running.
But while A was off doing that with the stick, we decided
He was disgusted by that comment. I'm sorry, Abe.
we decided that it's gonna be the home opener next season.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
I got a 5 against a 7.
Yeah.
It
15. Bust.
I mean, it's a loose
I had
situation.
a 10. I would have gotten 21. Anyway,
3-2 Cholos. That's my prediction.
3-2 Cholos wins tomorrow. All right, SanDiego
I will
FC
bet 1 mile
Cholos.
with you, Chiva.
Wait, so
I race you 5 miles. I race you 18 miles. How about that?
Yeah, actually.
No, I'll just if I'm wrong, I'll do a mile with you.
With who? Who are you talking to?
With you, because you're gonna lose.
Damn.
Guys,
With the loser, in case it happens to be Tony.
Actually, I kind of want to. I have to play this smart now.
Have I clinched?
I have to change my prediction.
No, it's solid. It's
No,
locked in.
we said we can change it during the episode.
Locked
You can
in.
change it during the episode.
So
So am I
that's
locked
the thing.
into not having to walk?
2, 4, 6, 8. I mean, technically, Tony and I can still catch up. We just have to win out and win. But the thing is, if we all have a win and they do win, everyone gets a point still.
How
I
about
think I need to
this?
predict. I think I need to change it to a draw.
You can change it to a draw if you want to play the math game, but then again, now again, the 1-800-GAMBLER guys, that's the phone number if you
Yeah.
need help. Chiva, 1-800-GAMBLER, 988. Took your poison at this point. But either way, I think we should bet a city. Like, I'll bet you the city of National City, and I'll follow you in National City. And then you can bet, I don't know.
Chula Vista's bigger.
It is. So, and yeah, neighborhoods. We'll bet neighborhoods. We'll come back. Well, we won't come back because it's tomorrow.
Okay. I mean, I'll bet Chula Vista. I'll walk in Chula Vista with you if you lose.
Okay.
Abe,
We'll walk
You want
together.
to bet a city?
Can I bet Nestor?
Nestor? Wow. Smart play.
That's
Smart. Excellent. 200 IQ. All right. Chivas is the galaxy of 2 balls. Pick 'em. Damn. That's
not that bad.
Fuck.
Guys, I mean, let me share this.
If National City, you stop by Jollibee. We stop by Tita's. Tita's Kitchen. If you know, you know.
Kitchenette.
Fuck. You're right.
Yeah.
We have bar graphs now for this.
I'm
So
only 2 points behind Tony. Like, I don't know why people are saying like, "Oh, you suck at this." And by the way, if I suck at this, because I believe in San Diego and pick 'em for most of my pick'ems.
yeah, well, it's not about rooting for San Diego. You can't. It's not just about being a homer, bro. It's about knowing ball. Clearly, I know ball.
You're 2 points ahead. It's not like, oh, significant lead. And there's still 4 games left. There's still 8 points for grabs.
Salamat po, Philippe.
Just saying.
But yeah, it'll be a good time either way. Tomorrow, hopefully, there's more wrestling. We missed the wrestling. I would love to commentate.
I missed everything. Don't get sick.
I missed you.
Thank you.
Anything else for San Diego FC boys as we follow them into tomorrow's exhibition match?
That's the end of the show.
Adriana Leon is absolutely correct when she's.
Wait. Cue Tanya in the chat. I don't know. She always seems to join.
I thought
right
you.
when
I
we-
thought. Yeah, no.
No,
she'll
she
be
always
here.
joins right when we start talking wave for some reason. It's pretty cool. Unless she's been watching and she just waits till wave starts.
Tony, when you go back to Tita's Kitchen, tell them salamat. Is that the Spanish? I mean, to be honest, the Mexicans and the Filipino. That's why we have so much alike, because we were both conquered by the same people. We just were conquered for 500 years, but hey, it's all good. A little less, but I like that. Salamat. Salamat po. Mabahay. Abe. How's your? I'm trying to avoid talking San Diego Wave at all costs because it's painful.
It was
It's
an interesting game still.
it's-
Like
I think not
Gotham's
even
a good team.
they're a good team, but the way the offense works for San Diego Wave, it makes me want to just I grow an aneurysm anytime San Diego Wave is anywhere near the boxes. I'm like, they should score here. Oh, that looks good. That looks promising. And somehow it's 101 ways to not score a goal every game. And these are the players responsible for this. So you have Captain Kalen Sheridan in the back, Hannah Lundqvist, Wesley, as we spoke about. Then you have, obviously, in the back, Trinity Armstrong and Pearl Maroney. In the midfield, you have Kenza Dali. Is this that game? Yeah, it is. McCaskill, Gia Corley, who also returns to the starting lineup, Cascarino, Dudinha making her debut, her starting debut here for San Diego Wave. At home and up top, you have the one and only international Kira Carusa. A message was sent by Jonas here.
Yeah, if you suck, you're gonna get benched. That's the message. Like I don't think it's any like sort of rotations or anything like that. It's like if you're not performing,
Yeah,
you're
look.
gonna get benched.
These right here are the players that were like, nope. But again, who else is a starter here other than Adriana Leon? Other than Adriana Leon, maybe Kimi Ascanio.
Kimi Ascanio has been a starter recently. Mackenzie Robbie has started a few games. Krista McNabb was a starter for like part of the season as well. I think at this point we'll probably see Krista McNabb starting over a certain player next weekend. But yeah, no, I mean, on paper you see it and you're like, okay, this should do damage. I don't know about Carusa up there, but this should do damage.
It's interesting to see Dudinha get her first start. I think we expected a little bit more out of her, especially when she joined the team. Definitely didn't look super comfortable out there in this match. But I mean, Gotham's every time you see Gotham's lineup on paper, you're like, whoa, their lineup looks really good.
Which included one returning Jaden Shaw that we will go ahead and talk about here later on as she comes on as a substitute. And I was the hopeful one here. I think you guys both said that San Diego Wave would lose.
Yeah.
So I got that wrong because I was like, maybe there's a way that they can tie this. Like maybe there's a way that they not only score, but tie the game. Typical San Diego FC match. You saw our good buddy SanDiego.Futbol out there. And like I try to give him a prediction that didn't actually pan out, but I'm like, this is how San Diego Wave games go. They look good offensively, they look great for the first 10-15 minutes, and then they do nothing, and then there's a couple chances maybe towards the end of the game, at the end of the half, and then the other team ends up getting a goal or something, and it's just a predictable time at Snapdragon Stadium for San Diego Wave. And I think the fans are starting to catch on to it because immediately in this game, there was a strong foul early on and just the most aggressive boos that I've heard at a Wave game almost ever. Just like immediately, not in the minute 75 when it's already a heated game, but like just a strong call, and there's a built-in frustration, I think, not just with the players themselves, but just everybody who's watching a Wave game and their inability to score. Abe, what's going on?
Dude, no, I don't think any of us have answers. I don't even know if the Wave have answers right now. They believe in themselves and truly have the confidence that at some point things will turn around. And I mean, credit to them for having belief in themselves. But it's just so predictable. Like there were a couple times too. I think there was a moment where Kenzadali had a shot and Caesar was next to me. He was like, "Oh, that looked good." And I was like, we've seen that chance so many different times in the past couple games, and it's not really going in right now. I think Kira Carusa looked a little bit better than Leon, but still neither of them scored, so it's not that relevant. Like I don't know what this team can do. Like, do you need Alex Morgan? Do you need like what? It's so weird.
It is weird, and it's after that break. But then look, you see mistakes like this from Kennedy Wesley for that first goal, and you honestly just think that about wraps up the season right now for San Diego Wave. I think on the show
playoffs.
No.
Oh.
So, Abe,
Like, wraps it up, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Please, he's speaking Chiva right now. Now wraps up the season. Yeah.
Recaps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Summarizes.
Sorry. Why is he leaving?
A resume of. A highlight of.
Why did he leave?
Oh, he's like literally leaving. Like he opened the door and.
I was confused. But anyways, yeah, I mean, Esther scores a great goal here. Like, Kennedy Wesley can't make that pass. I think I saw a lot of people upset at the way Kaylin Sheridan played in this game. I had no qualms with it. She did what she could, and what was a really poor performance by your defense. Like, what does Kaylin Sheridan have to do there? That pass is nowhere near her.
Yeah, no, that's why that's a super gaff here for San Diego Wave, and it's really just their own medicine that they're being dealt, and in that they're just shooting themselves in the foot, like constantly just losing the ball in inopportune times. And once they go down, it's almost impossible for Wave to come back at this point in the season, and it's not. And I don't see the way unless the creative players start creating and being actual game changers for this Wave team that they're just not. And I think this is the shot that you were talking about with Caesar. Even Jonas is like, we've seen that. Yes, we've seen that all over. This shot Tenza. Bye.
That was Gia Corley, I think. But
Gia Corley. But okay, Gia Corley, another player that's disappeared after the first 2 games.
Yeah, it's weird. Like she had her moments. She looked good at times, but you need to have your moments in the final third, and Wave were just definitely missing that.
Great stop there by Kaylin Sheridan, who again, still one of the top keepers in the league, but she can only do so much. Kaylin Sheridan, she can stop him. She can be the captain, but she can't score for you. She can't do it all.
And I don't even think they gave Berger, who's on the other side. I think she's like one of the highest paid women's goalkeepers in the world. Like she had an unreal performance at the Euros, and then like they didn't even test her really in this match. Like I can't think of many moments that had like some great saves.
Did you know that Wave has the worst crossing completion in the whole league with a 20% rate? That is correct, because Mackenzie Roby, she loves to go down when she plays and just cross it to absolutely nobody. And the thing is that there used to be somebody there on the left wing, Maria Sanchez. Maria Sanchez has not been a part of this team, and that's what a lot of people are pointing to as the moment or the player that's missing from the squad, because teams have figured it out. Just triple team Cascarina. You'll be fine. The rest will sort itself out. You just have to worry about scoring. If you want a result, tie. If you want the 3 points, you can go for it. And here, Jaden Shaw making her return, smiles aplenty against her former team, San Diego Wave.
It's crazy because like she scored almost this exact goal in her first match with the Wave at Snapdragon Stadium, and then does this here in her first match with Gotham. I think they did a post-game interview with her, and it was like really emotional and telling, and just showing how like she had a pretty hard time, it seemed like, in North Carolina, and she like really wanted this move to, or not wanted, but she needed the move to Gotham, and I think this is only just gonna like help her development and propel her career so much. Like Jaden Shaw was a great player with the Wave. Obviously, she didn't want to stay in San Diego anymore. And now with Gotham, with Juan Carlos Amaros, with all the like big names at Gotham, she's gonna just keep on rising, I think.
Tom's one a player, scores for the former team. You like it?
It depends on how they leave, and the way that Jaden Shaw left, I like it.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah, respect altogether. And then, it's a San Diego Wave game, man. That makes it 3-0, but then Saint VAR came and had a merciful look and said, not today, not 3. Let's just keep it at 2. We've seen enough.
Your strikers aren't doing great when at the end of the match, Trinity Armstrong is playing in the 9 spot.
Trinity Armstrong got thrown up there and looked pretty decent.
Yeah, but she kept like looking to the sideline too for like direction. I don't know if you noticed that, like especially when there was like a moment with the goalkeeper where she had to press them. She kept like looking to the side, like, wait, what am I supposed to do here? And then like Jonas was giving instruction, and like I do think Trinity Armstrong's great, and they do tend to like play her higher at the end of the match, but it's not a good look, honestly. Like you're just like throwing things against the wall and hoping it sticks.
And it's not sticking because, I mean, how many times have we talked with Jonas, with the players, and it's just like, I think I joke with you, Abe, like this time around, I was just gonna the question for Jonas is, all right, kick it off, guys. I'm just gonna look at him and be like, oh, go,
¿Qué pasó?
go, just go. I guess, like, you know what I'm gonna ask. You know what the questions are. Let's
He
hear
had
from
some
Jonas.
great answers still,
Yeah,
though. Which
he
is,
did. So you okay? Looking at some of his answers, sir.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, thank you. I fixed the audio, Abe.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Season, where's this game and where San Diego Wave is in the progress of the season and the project?
Yeah, I think starting with the game, I think Gotham is a strong opponent. I think they have a really strong squad, and you see that with the team that they're putting out there today as well. They have some really high quality, very experienced players on the top level of the game. I mean, that's the challenge we want to have as well to play against. But first of all, credit to them and the team that they have put together. In the game, I think it's a quite even game, especially first half. It's both teams that are doing their thing. There's not a lot of opportunities. Of course, it's very tough for us to go to half time with losing 1-0, conceding a goal in both in the manner that we do it, but also so close to the half-time whistle. I think we start the second half in a positive way. I do think that after the second goal, fortunately we lose a little bit of the structure and the patience, and you can see here that we're a team that wants a lot, but we also start to be at that moment. What's the right word to be? We really want to make a change, but maybe it is a little bit more one by one than the team, and again that's quite transitional. So where does that leave us where we are with the season? We're obviously in a period where we have a really hard time scoring a goal, which is tough, and we need to continue to work with that. At the moment, we're not keeping clean sheets either. It doesn't mean that everything we do here now is bad. There are good spells in the game. There are good things in the games as well, but the details that we need at the moment to win matches is not there. And to be honest, it's a really important moment for us as a team, because adversity will happen to people or to team at various points, and everything about now is how we respond. It's how we respond as individuals and as a group going forward. And that tells you everything what you're about as a person. And it's the difference between personality and character. Because personality is what you say you want to be. And character, it is who you really are. And football or soccer, depending on what you want to say, will always reveal your character. And now it will reveal our character as a team over here. And that's the moment that we're in. And we need to face that moment. We need to understand it's an important moment to go through. And if we do that, I mean, it's not easy, but if we do that the right way, we will grow as a group. We come out stronger on the other end of it.
Great answer. But let me ask you guys this. And I know the answer already, at least maybe from Abe. But Tony, I'm curious. If Wave miss out of playoffs this season, does Jonas or should Jonas be looking for a new job?
Abe.
You can't have that much dysfunction to leave another coach after everything that happened last year. You have to invest time in the project, and I think he's shown you enough of like really good soccer at the beginning of the season that like you can't. I doubt they miss the playoffs, but if they do, like that would be a pretty big meltdown. Maybe I don't think he's he's in get fired
They're
territory at
3
all.
points from playoffs now, from being out of playoffs.
Yeah, there's still like so many different games. So
Solid words from
There's-
Jonas, presented by Dexcom.
There's 6 games left.
yeah, there's 6 games. I mean, they all pretty tough games too. Portland,
Portland.
Orlando, Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, Salt Lake and Chicago are probably the only easy games, and then Kansas City is how you end. Like, I think he makes a good point. Like, they're gonna really show their character right now, and if that character means like, hey, they're gonna pull off some draws and wins in the last couple games, get one of those top 4 playoff spots, get a like first home game for the playoffs. I think that's a success for the season, considering where they were last year. Like, do you have more belief that they can make the playoffs this season compared to last season around this time?
Yes.
I don't know. I think that hope is almost gone. The hope that and the person that thought that Wave would be a top 3 team, not this person anymore. I think San Diego Wave are closer to being out of playoffs than they are at staying in playoffs right now.
Mathematically untrue, but possible. Very possible. It's a free fall, I think. And I'm free falling. Wave
I think
right now.
a free fall is like there's no chance of possibly getting back. It's like falling when you're like rock climbing and you have like the rope thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're like free climbing and you still have like that tiny little clip on it. You still fall a lot, but technically you could like grab onto the rocks and like stop yourself.
So what
That's how I
percentage
describe it.
would you give Waves to make playoffs? Ask Philippe.
Ooh, that's tough.
45.
45.
So a little less than half. Little less than obviously 50-50. Okay. Okay. So they're
I don't think they win.
I
don't think
they'll
they
make
beat
playoffs.
Portland.
I'm pretty confident they'll make playoffs.
I don't think they beat Portland. I don't think they beat Orlando.
Orlando's not in a good stretch right now.
Yeah, and neither is Wave.
Yeah,
Cool.
so I think that's gonna be like the game where they truly like find themselves. They've always played well against Portland too. Like I see a draw honestly against Portland.
Is a good point.
That's still dropping points.
Teams in the bottom have started to make their push, while teams like Wave and Orlando have started to lose momentum. And again, we've heard it from great coaches, assistant coaches now in MLS. When Nate Miller, it's the important thing is when you peak as a team.
Yeah.
And for San Diego FC, I think we've seen the best San Diego FC already. For San Diego Wave, I think we've also seen the best San Diego Wave that we can see at this point.
Yeah, but I think San Diego FC is staying at their best still. I mean, the whole season has been the way they played against LAFC as well.
Yeah.
And they're pulling those results. Like, you can't say San Diego FC is dropping when they're still in first place on the West. Like that's just different. Wave is clearly dropping like out of the top positions on the table. So I think that's the biggest difference. Let's not forget, I mean, San Diego FC were what, like 8-9 games away from the season ending, or 6-8 games maybe, and they had already clinched playoffs.
Wave just starts to score and regain momentum. It's a domino effect. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing with the difference between SDFC and Wave is that at least SDFC scoring. Give it one, like they're finding ways to score, and San Diego Wave just isn't. That's the frustrating part. 4 games being blanked.
It's also Snapdragon playing a role, man, because nobody's winning at Snapdragon.
Is it a snap? Do you believe in curses, Abe? Do you believe in the heebie-jeebies in sports?
Sometimes, I mean, curse with Billy Goat.
Okay, yeah.
Plenty of things that you could say, but like this is the worst scoreless stretch in their history too. Like even dating back, I was looking back to like past seasons when Casey Stoney got fired, when they on their winless streak, like they were still scoring goals.
Yeah.
And right now, Wave are not, and I think scoreless through the last 4 is just really, really bad. I don't expect that to continue, honestly. And they're compared to last year, like they have 30 points. Last season they were like 10th and they had 25 points. So the entire NWSL is kind of better compared to last year.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be harder to make a playoff spot. But I still think like 2 wins and you're probably getting at least the last playoff spot. So 2 wins against Utah and a win against Utah and a win against Chicago gets you in, and then a couple of draws or maybe at least one draw in these other tough matches, and you end up making it. So I still think they make the playoffs. I'll probably give it like a 55%, but definitely not top 3 though.
No, definitely
top
not
three
top 3.
anymore.
They will just make it over the edge and get bounced out maybe round 1 at this point. The way that the
If you have
season
to play Kansas
ended,
City, if you're like the 8 seed,
yeah,
that's
bye.
destroyed.
Bye. When Trinity has more goal attempts than Adriana Leon, something is wrong at the attacking third. And let me tell you, this Mr. Recto here is one of the people that watches the most Wave. He's at every game. Like he watches. Like you've been paying attention. Like this is not surprising. It's just been a constant thing where I think there was a point where fitness played a huge role in their success early on with San Diego Wave. They worked on their fitness. Jonas had a preseason. They were able to jump in and really identify a style and get off, on the right foot. And then Adriana Leon came in. She didn't have a preseason. So once she started getting a couple games in, she started kind of working it. But then the Euro break happened. And I think that's the thing where I think either teams really lasered and focused on how to stop Adriana Leon, Cascarino, when she came back from the Euros, and just see how are people doing it in the Euros against France? Let's try to replicate that, right? You lose Maria Sanchez. You don't have Chiva. We saw Melanie Barcenas on a scooter. Like let's everybody with eyes, working eyes, notice that there was a scooter just about on Snapdragon Stadium
speeding around.
No, yeah, like at a dangerous level, actually. Like somebody should
not dangerous level.
No, anything
it
that's not
it was fast though. Where if you saw that coming at you, you'd be like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, and
yeah,
exactly. Melanie Barcenas, MLB out, injury, probably a couple. It's more than likely a couple of weeks, so she may make a return closer to the end of playoffs, depending on the severity of it. We're trying to get more information on that, but even with or without Melanie Barcenas, Wave, I think, is the exact same team. Like,
yeah.
It was and again, personal, but it's just the fact of it is like there's not a player right now who has shown trending towards being a disruptor for San Diego Wave in offense or just able to do something different. And Kansas trying.
Tell that to Chiamaka,
everybody's
who
trying.
scored the fastest goal coming up.
Chiamaka, season-ending injury right now. Still reports that may happen, but I don't. At this point, probably not.
No, Chiamaka's done for the season.
Will Trinity Byers potentially be?
Potentially, she might get taken off the injury list. She does the warm-ups with the team at least.
That might be like your last glimmer of hope. Even though she hasn't played a single minute all season. If all the talk is true, she could be a great addition to that front line. But
I brought this up to Tony. Do you think Maya Jones would have been an interesting wrinkle to the front line?
Maya Jones, the goal scorer of the final Casey Stoney 10-year goal in a top. No, she's actually the one that missed in Houston, that should have been a victory for San Diego Wave, ended up being Casey Stoney's final game she coached for Wave.
I don't know, maybe, but she wasn't the most clinical finisher.
Show me somebody who's a better clinical finisher on Wave right now.
There's no one. Absolutely nobody.
Yeah, absolutely nobody. So, San Diego Wave, man, it's rough, and it's not going to get any easier because you mentioned it, Chiva.
I mentioned it.
Yes, the opponents. What? Yes,
You were kind of confused. We didn't know where you were going with that.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
fine.
I was
Here,
like,
I'm dropping it there.
I mean, I mentioned a lot of things, but
I just mentioned once again the schedule. Guys, please take it. Like, take it away.
I mean, yeah, they play Portland on
Thank you.
on Saturday. Yeah, on the road in Portland. It's gonna be a tough match. Like Portland's a huge home field advantage. They lost their first playoff game ever in 2022 after a Crystal Dunn banger. Yeah, Portland's pretty good right now. I think it's gonna be a tough game, but San Diego's also performed well generally in Portland. I don't know. It's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a weird game.
No, it's going to be an interesting game if somehow Wave are competitive. Like, and then that's just kind of like, well, do you just play down to competition, play up to competition? What's going on? Portland Thorns, a team that, you know, even you have history with in playoffs if you want to play that game. Reason that you were booted out once upon a time. I do not think San Diego Wave will win this one. 2-1. 2-1 Portland.
I have a 2-0 Portland win.
Another. Oh man.
Abe.
1-1 draw, I believe.
Okay, so San Diego Wave scores. Is this a tying 1-1 or is this you got tied 1-1?
You got tied.
You got tied. All right, so everybody's happy to get to. Okay. Wave is like a Ford engine. It's strong, but it's gonna sputter out. Yep.
Yeah, it is, but it's also a lemon.
Yeah.
Whoa, lemon. Damn.
Okay. Well, there's laws for that. The team hasn't been the same since Maria left. I agree.
You know that if you talk about like in the locker room stuff, I don't know how much that has an impact, but they don't play foot tennis before their practices anymore. Maria Sanchez was always the one that kind of like led that, where like before everything they would all get there like 20 minutes earlier and just play foot tennis. It was like her and some of the younger players too. Like it was like Kimi Ascanio, Many Vatsenas, and Hannah Lundqvist. They'd all go play foot tennis, and they don't do that anymore.
Well, what I
Maybe
can
that's
tell
what
you
it
is Kenza Dali is actually, you know, the professional of professionals. Like she's the one that is the soccer fan. She's the one that studies, that goes back and obsesses over it. And like, you know, she's the one that leads by example. And she's the one that's going to get out there and do what needs to be done. Cascarino is the talent, just that wild card out there. And then Maria Sanchez was the glue that put it all together. And you don't have that glue. And you can tell that San Diego Wave is missing something. And is that going to be Dudiña? Is that going to be Ascanio once again? You're asking a lot about Ascanio. You were surprised by how well she was doing. So now are you surprised of how she's actually playing like her age? Some would say. So
it's hard to stay consistent at that age.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like one of a kind players that can keep up that same pace. Not saying that Ascanio is not good. But I guess what I'm trying to say is just there's a handful of players that are like the chosen ones, right? Like from 16, you're going to make like a world level impact.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's going to be Kimi Ascanio. I think there's other players that are fitting that category across the league. But some of those players are even leaving the league and going overseas as well. So,
Abe?
Yeah. I think Kimi Ascanio's probably got a bit better in her this season, but yeah, for the future, I don't know how much I would expect her to probably. I don't think I see her making the jump to Europe like an Alyssa Thompson. They think she can have a really good NWSL career, especially as she develops. But yeah, definitely not on. She's still with the U.S. Youth National Team though, and performing at a like high level there. So like maybe she will be on the U.S. Women's National Team in the future. We'll see.
But for right now, San Diego Wave needs to go up into the Pacific Northwest and try to get a result. Sheridan, McCaskill, and Kenza need to start holding the others accountable on the pitch, especially Sheridan, the captain. That's why it's difficult to have a captain be a goalkeeper, because you can't really manage that anywhere outside of your own box. you're by default the captain of the defense, being the goalkeeper. So that's as much as you can control. But all right. That's been San Diego
Did you guys see
Wave.
what happened in the Louisville game yesterday?
No.
Yeah, the player.
Oh, the seizure?
It's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't look that up.
Both
was
both
Seattle.
¿cómo se llama? Medical staff, did a great job out there.
It's always scary when things like this happen in sports in general, right? And I mean, like we all saw like back in the Euros when it happened to Eriksson with Denmark, and I don't know for American football, but if you guys were watching that game where DeMar Hamlin also like collapsed in the field, like it's always super scary to see, especially as it happens live. So luckily the player is okay. But yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
Sir.
Scary.
Yeah, but
I mean, good on them for canceling the game, though.
Yeah.
It would have been so weird if they kept playing that. They're gonna play the second half, I think, tomorrow.
Did the right call on there.
But it took like this happening like 2 different times for them to finally be like, okay, we should probably stop the game.
Based on what you said, it sounds like Maria was helping Kimi Ascanio's development.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe because you're preparing for a Maria Sanchez. When
having a fellow Latina veteran probably really important to have.
And along that, it's also competition.
Yeah.
Like they had that great, like they're playing tennis before training together. But Kenza Dali has done a really good job taking Kimi under her wing as well. So let's not discredit that either.
Yeah,
absolutely. All right. Anything else? San Diego Wave, guys? No? Are you not celebrating the? Oh,
you hear
that? Was that you, Abe?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Do it again. I actually love that. Could have had that this whole episode.
Cowbell.
So best segment intro.
Mexico.
If you guys didn't know, well, now you know. Mexico is the winner of the Four Nations Cup. Hey, look, it's a SanDiego.Futbol shirt. Want to know something? I told our buddy at Young Ryan here as he's turning to camera and just stealing the moment by himself. Best sports photographer in the game, especially in San Diego, is I'd never seen his legs.
Was it hot?
Yeah, he's just a shorts guy now. He's just
not like, was it hot in there though?
No. It's Front Wave Arena. It's a great Califaction.
I want to be a shorts guy at the soccer games.
But Mexico winning the $10,000 purse here. Some good action. But as somebody was mentioning earlier, is that I had a weird experience. So did Craig, because we were doing this game. This is the championship game, USA versus Mexico. It was a good game, 2-2. Ended up being 6-3. Great action. Half of the soccer is on each side, half Mexico, half US, and like sputtered out with Mijatovic and some MASL stars and whatnot. So we had already done a game that was Colombia versus Brazil. Brazil won, third place. That was a $2,500 pot, so they split amongst the team. And so we go to this game, and somewhere in the second quarter, I don't even know when, there's a moment that in our ear, we hear, because it's Craig and I doing the call.
Charlie Golazo.
I think at this point, yeah, it's already gone. But in our ear, production is like, "Hey, Craig, I need you to go downstairs. We need you downstairs now. Like 3 times, and they were like, "Whoa!" Like in the middle of the things, like, okay, there's some movement, there's some action happening near the fourth official box. San Diego Soccer's athletic trainer Paul Savage comes out with a bag of ice. I'm like, and it's like, oh, there's clearly a situation happening. And thankfully, our friend who's doing PA, just was not feeling well. Just hadn't eaten all day. It happens at doing PA for an arena. You exert a lot of energy, and so he just had to go down there, Craig, and just take over PA for the rest of the game. And so then I'm just up here in the booth, and they're just telling me like, you're just gonna have to go do it. And it's like,
it goes back
okay,
from World Cups, many World Cups in different countries. And
that's
there's
not
also
me.
a lot of history because a lot of these
That's
players.
San Diego Soccer's great and legend Brian Farber.
Player was down. I did see that there was a foul against the boards.
And so now I have they made a call because he's in the arena. It's like, Farber, I need you to go hop on to commentary. Cool. He hops on and he's like, I gotta go because I'm like hosting people. Like I gotta do business because he does flight sports, the uniforms and stuff. And so then I get Christian Philly Phileman, who was also in the arena, who now works for the MSL. He does essentially Craig and Craig's job over at Empire Strikers with Michael Fabian. And then he jumps on, and we just call the rest of this game. And
Against me out of it.
it's just a really weird, just kind of like experience through all of this, where it's like, all right, we just make it happen, roll with the punches, and I don't know, that was fun. Shout out to Four Nations Cup, the prestigious.
That's scary.
It was. I mean, it was interesting. Work for
Did
the
you
wire.
know that Craig was going to go do PA, or did they just yell like, "Come down"?
No, so like we heard like, oh, he's gonna go downstairs. We didn't know what the situation was once we found out. Like he's okay. Like we're gonna continue with the game. He's gonna continue doing. He's just gonna do PA in house now. He's gonna stay down there. And so at this point, I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna do commentary alone, like, which is fine, no problem. Fine, but then I get up there and Brian Farber's already there, and we're like, oh, cool, because they were in commercial break. Because they're like, we're gonna take a 2-minute commercial break, go for it. And then I come back and I do my little ad reads and 40th anniversary of Lisa for the 80s and 90s new wave concert at Front Wave Arena. Get your tickets now at frontwavearena.com.
Damn, that sounds cool. You a big Lisa fan?
No. Yeah, I know. Craig has that voice. No, he's
just, in my head, like you just start calling the game, and then all of a sudden you just hear Craig just like yell something crazy as the PA voice now, and you're like, what's he doing down there?
No, that's exactly what happens. So people who follow the league, they're like, wait, that's not Craig's voice.
And he's so strong in his runs, he could body his way into that position.
That's
when
like,
he
that's
feels
me.
like
I'm
it.
just like, all right, cool.
And how many cards?
No. Like, no, which is the funny part. Because it's like,
So anybody could have thought, like, what happened to Craig?
Yeah.
Why would you not address?
Yesterday, and then set up for you.
I'm trying to find the moment.
In the first,
I'm trying to find the moment where it happens. It's like, there's
that's
nothing
already,
like.
That's already third quarter. Oh, no, wait.
No.
Both of these teams here at Front Wave Arena.
Himself down a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's me throwing to commercial.
Win here at Front Wave Arena. Scan the QR code.
That's me coming back from commercial because I'm doing an ad
To
read.
get off in the good foot.
Good foot.
They're getting to the back
Yep,
post.
Brian Farber's there.
Both of these teams having equal amount.
I'm just, and Craig's already down there. Like, I lost Craig for the day. Oh, you're wondering.
It's exactly what we expected. Back and forth.
Oh yeah,
Tight game.
because at this
1-1.
point I'm out of breath because I had to go up and down the stairs to give Craig his notes, and so I'm up and I'm like, puta madre, like Farb's like
Powerful.
So this is the commercial. This is the 2-minute commercial.
West Mexico.
oh dear.
Oh dear.
You gotta make that a sound.
Sound. Oh,
a
dear.
drop. That was amazing.
Let's see.
Need me downstairs. Oh dear.
Me down.
Okay. Tony, take over. They've asked me to go downstairs.
Not funny.
Not funny. He's
Not
okay.
funny.
It's
This match
not
will
funny,
take
but
a
the situation
pause.
now is like, oh wow, that's
it was.
Oh dear.
so the pause on the game was because of that.
Yeah.
Folded or suspended play.
You see Paul Savage coming down with the ice
Ismail,
bag.
who's been a soccer's property.
And then at this point, we're hearing in the ear, Craig, you got to go downstairs. You got to go downstairs. Craig, go downstairs.
You need downstairs.
Downstairs.
Oh dear. Okay. Tony, take over. They've asked me to go downstairs.
And this is literally what you were describing over at at Cholos. It's just like, okay, well, it's time to lock in. Like it's just takes off.
¿Te pagaron más, güey?
Absolutely. As this match will
I don't know.
take a
At this point, what do I say? Like,
pause.
and I'm hearing in my ear, they're feeding to me like, okay, Tony, right now we have a situation, and they're
In
walking
the
through it.
action. We're going to go ahead and take a break here.
And
We're
it-
going to be
and
right back with
we're
the
gonna
action.
break.
5 minutes left in the second quarter.
Just
U.S. Mexico.
Go throw it to
5
commercial.
minutes left.
Throw it to commercial.
till the
So
half.
10, 9,
1-1.
8,
We'll
7,
be right back
6,
with more.
5, 4, 3, 2, and then they just cut. And then
I mean, they cut way before you were still talking.
wow, okay, sure.
Apes waving by. I guess
I
he's
figured
leaving.
about to die. Thank you guys. This is a great pod.
I
Great
guess
pod.
we can end it. Like,
All
but
right, we can't end it there. Well, that was a good story.
that was a good story.
That was a good
that was
story.
awesome.
I'm glad he's okay.
Glad he's okay.
Yeah.
Please eat. Make sure you hydrate.
Thank you, everyone, for Leap. Next time we're at a game, we'll catch up with you and give you your jersey. Congrats on winning.
Viva Mexico.
Yeah, no,
Viva
100%. He's
Mexico.
okay. So with that, we'll say bye to A. We'll say bye to everybody. Philippe, I'll get you out to a soccer's game this season. So thank you for everybody who joined tonight. You're the best. Abe, repping Mexico, doing it today. See you next week. Stay hydrated. Hydro homies.
Como dicen en México, se la lavan.